Oh, I'm really dark. Oh, whoa. 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 Alright, I can't do that. Got better light. That's gay. Alright, plug her in. Apparently this gives me good light. Oh no, that doesn't give me good light. But if I pull this book out... Oh no! What is going on in this crazy world right now? Oh, it's not staying. Oh, wait, there we go. I think that'll work. Now I can't use this chair if I do this. Oh no, it's slipping! Is it stabilized? Maybe, I don't know. What? If I go this way. Yeah, I guess this kind of works. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it does. Doesn't quite feel right. Maybe it's just because it's different? Let's try it. The other one. I almost feel like I'm gonna fall asleep in that one. Yeah, this is it. I wish I could be more comfortable, but that is not allowed apparently. Whatever. Bell Reaver, welcome, welcome. How was your day, my friend? And what is going on in the life of a Bell Reaver? Yes, Bajo Bear! And Yadam Bear! Welcome, welcome. What's up, Bajo?
What's up, you beautiful bastard?
Dude, you want to see what I did for like the majority of today?
Sure.
So I started volunteering for the like Trump campaign because a bunch of my friends are in it, and they're like, "Oh, you're awesome. What do you do?" I was like, "Okay, it'll give me something to do." So I spent several hours at the office today, like doing this, and then I brought another 1,000 signs home.
Whoa.
Right there's 500 signs, and then I've got a whole another box of another 500 signs. Well, Handy Adam, you can be the next guest. Don't be afraid. Don't be a coward. It's okay. And then you can't see that at all with better light. Light. You still can't see it, but basically, like these metal things, they're in stacks of like 50, and I literally had 1,000 of them, and it was like I did the math. It weighed almost like 400, or almost 450 pounds.
And are you giving those out, or sick? So if
So
someone's
like,
like,
tomorrow, what's up?
so if someone's like, hey, can I have a Trump sign? You're like, here you go. Fuck yeah.
Exactly. War Bear, welcome, welcome. So like tomorrow we're gonna go out canvassing and go to various businesses and just kind of like, hey man, want a sign?
That's good. That's cool. Oh man.
Yeah, dude, it's forever taking.
I'm just going around being self-employed and shit. So it's like, I was trying to think of ways of saying no to the mask today, because I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna say no, but I'm gonna find a way to be like kind of a smartass about it. And so like right now I went to AM/PM, and this one fucking woman, she was so fucking brass about it. She was like, you need a mask. And I was like, oh fuck. And I was like, I'm gonna say I'm not lying when I said this. And I was like, oh, I ripped it off. Like, but I didn't say when I ripped it off. I just said I ripped it off. And then she was like, oh well, I have some right now. And I was like, I'm not gonna say no, because I know that means you're being I think they call it belligerent if you say no. So I was like, okay. And I was like, I can't afford that right now. And then she was like, she looked at me like, you fucking, like, she was like, and I was like, I'm a very poor person. I can't afford that right now. And I was like, she was like, well, you can't come in here and buy stuff. And I was like, hey, look, I have no gas right now. Like, I really didn't. And your machine's not working out there. And it told me to see you. And I'm not gonna come in here with a fucking mask. I didn't say this part, but I was like, I'm not. In my head, I was like, I'm not gonna wear a mask. In my head, And then she looked at me, she was like, next time you have to wear a mask. And I was like, I said, that's if I come in here again, and that's if I have the money to do so. And then she looked at me like she like was like tempted. She was like she was like this on the machine, and she like just kept on pushing the buttons. I was like, yeah, you don't fucking push the buttons on, push the fucking buttons. I'm gonna insert my chip, my fucking chip, bitch. And I was in my head, but I was like, I'm so poor. I'm so poor. I'm so poor. And I was like, you fucking bitch. You fucking lost. So I feel like going back in because it's right next to my bank that I put my money in. And just fucking with her again. That's if she's going. I tend to notice that the people at night are more strict about it too. But it's so weird. In the day, they're not. And also, I need legalese with you or information from you.
All right, what's the word?
Is it illegal if I wear old uniforms and go in somewhere and shop with said uniforms?
Like a full military uniform?
No. Not like stolen valor shit, but like, let's say I worked at like a construction site and it looks like I'm on break and I go shopping at Food for Less. And then I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to shop. And then I'm wearing like, I don't know, let's say like UPS. And like, because I tend to notice when I used to work FedEx that nobody would bug me if I wasn't wearing a mask. And I would just walk and deliver a package. And then they wouldn't ask me to put on a mask because it's like they want their fucking package delivered. Would that be like illegal or any sense?
I don't think so, but let me double check real quick. Because I've never considered that, but it is quite fascinating.
Because I was like, I mean, legally I worked there before. I'm not delivering any packages, and it's very comfortable. And if they got a very lucrative homosexual to design the clothing, I'm just wearing it because it's very fashionable, not because I'm working. Because I'm not really saying I'm working, and I'm not saying that I work at said place anymore. I'm just wearing it because it's cool. Of course, that's obviously doesn't fall under the police or military, which would be stolen valor or incriminating or
Impersonating a police officer.
Impersonating a police officer, which I'm not going to go. However, is there a part where it says impersonating a government official? Is there anything like that?
I just got to that section. Most state laws also provide that the impersonation of a public official is a criminal act.
Now, let's say I do work for the city of where I live. Is that technically a government official?
Yes.
So now, am I a government official if I don't wear the mask and I say I work for the city? Even if it is a part-time job at a, let's say, very non-certified personnel. Let's say a park. I mean, I do work for the city, and I am a government official. However, my position is part-time and has no power over anybody, which none of them does. But
well, so how it would work is, like, let's say that you work for city council, but you decide to wear a postal service, like the UPS guys.
Yeah. USPS, yeah.
Yeah, you're still technically a government official, but because that's not the capacity in which you serve the government, it's still technically impersonation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I was like, you're not really certified through the city or the government as a, well, is it USPS federal? Well, fuck, huh?
Tranavere, welcome.
See, that's why I'm like, because I've come across, hypothetically, if I were to come across, hypothetically speaking, on an imaginary realm, if I were to come across,
one could imagine that if something similar to this were to occur,
all rights reserved, Antonio is saying, he had come across,
Anthony, all rights reserved.
has found himself on a corporate level USPS jacket, and he were to wear that around as a non-official, official wearer of the uniform, just because it's warm, would he be?
As long as you didn't wear the entirety of the uniform, I think you'd be okay.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I'm just worried because it's gonna get cold where I'm at, and I know these are like legit, like built well, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing like patches on my pants. I'm wearing Doc Martens. I'm wearing a funny looking hat that says "Fed Sex."
No.
You know, when you really need that package, you know, like just that's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm looking out for. And I feel like if I walk into Walmart and I want a service done, would that be? Because I tend to notice that when even if it's like a certain level of authority, you know, it's like, hey, I'm just trying to fucking do my job, which is live my life and not die. And I'm hungry right now, so I'm gonna go get some Haagen-Dazs. I just want to eat some fucking ice cream. I tend to notice that they would not bug me. I would walk in, charging in with a big ass box and deliver to Burger King inside the Walmart. And I'm like, here's your fucking package. No one would stop me. No one would say, hey, you need a mask. However, when I would go back to that place, see the same faces without the uniform, they would tell me I need a mask. And I go, I'm okay, thanks. And then they kind of be like, all right, well, next time. So that's what's so weird. Like,
Well,
what?
that's just like normal human psychological reaction is they see someone in uniform and then the face becomes invisible.
Yeah, I think that's what it was too, where it's like, they're like, who is this guy? Saying that, like, oh, he came in earlier without a mask. And I've been trying to work that out too, where it's like, I'm not lying to them. It's like almost like, hey, I'm not saying no and I'm not saying yes. I'm just trying to fucking work something out where I don't wear the mask. And
Dude, just use the face mask exempt card.
I know, but I'm poor. I can't make money. I can't print cards. I also want to
Just
wear.
you, just have it on your phone. That's what I do.
I want to also wear a sticker that says like exempt. Just like wear or a bat, like make a one button on my shirt and then just pin it and it says exempt. And then
Ooh, I think you're onto something there.
yeah, because I was looking at like oh I think Train if he's still in here. It's just me and him, or it's probably just me. But I saw Trina. He had a green sticker when he went to the zoo, and I was like, why don't you just wear a button? And it says like, because there's so many quote unquote disabilities. I think that if you were to just say exempt, you know, or all rights reserved or something, you can probably get away with
Mhm.
it. And hold on, let me open this real quick. And yeah, I think you can just wear like non-abrasive colors, like an orange one or a green one, a lime green one that says exempt. Or I think that might work. That could work.
Very possibly. And like whenever they're like, excuse me, sir, you need a mask. And just keep going.
Yeah, and then I went to a place where this is where it gets racial. So I went into a place where it's like full of Mexicans, all construction workers, and I walk in without a mask. I'm the only one without a mask. And the guy's like the cashier. It's like an AM PM Alberto's. I don't know if you guys have Alberto's down there. He's
Filiberto's, Roberto's, Enrico's, like we got all the names.
well, Albert. I was looking into that, dude. I think they were like, what is it called? With money, they like clean it.
Money laundering?
Yeah, there you go. Money laundering. I think they were doing that, and then they got caught. They bankrupt, quote unquote, and then they changed it to like Alberto's, Roberto's, Enrico's. They just changed it to all these names.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Or they're like all cousins or some shit.
Anyway, so I walk in. He's like, yeah, he's like saying mask in Spanish, which is masquera, right? And I was like, no habla, you know, no masquera for me. I'm not like,
I'm not a Don't use that stuff.
Yeah, and I was like doing the hand gestures. I was like, mascara? And he's like, no, mascara. And then like looking to the guy, I was like, I'm not wearing makeup. I ain't no fag. And the guy wearing a mask is like laughing his ass off, but he's like in the line. And I was like, no habla, what is he saying? I'm not wearing makeup. And then there's another guy, a construction worker, in front of me trying to like translate. And I was like, nah, I don't want to talk to him. Tell him to learn English. And I like say that to him to tell the cashier. And the fucking construction worker was like, he was pissed, bro. And I was like, well, yeah, you don't fucking. He's like, you're telling me to wear a mask, and I'm telling him to learn English. What's the difference? What's the problem? He's telling me to do something. I'm telling him to do something. And I think that's another thing where a lot of people, just start saying, if a Mexican tells you to wear a mask in Spanish, tell him to learn English.
That's my new go-to. That's hilarious.
Dude, dude. Because it's like, who's in the wrong? Are you both in the right, or are you both in the wrong? Are you both in the right? Because he's telling you to do something, you're telling him to do something, even though, I don't know. Take back.
Well, he's trying to tell you to do something based on nonsense and lies. You're telling him to do something because he lives in your fucking country.
Yeah, and it's like, if I went to Mexico and I said, you know what? No, I'm not going to learn English or Spanish. I'm going to stick to English, and everyone's going to learn my language. I would get bum rushed out of there, and no one would hire me because I refuse to learn Spanish. Now, if I take maybe 1,000 people with me in the same location and we all just speak English, granted, everyone in Mexico is going to start learning English. Now, same thing. If everybody just said, no, I'm not. If I just say no habla, I win. Because it's like I walk into a Spanish place and they're like, and I'm not even lying. Like if, let's say I go into an AMPM and they're speaking English and they say put on a mask, I don't know if that would be lying if I say no habla. That would be lying, huh? What if I don't know what those words mean? Because mask, masking.
Now you're just trying to find loopholes.
Damn it. Damn it.
Close but no cigar, my friend.
See, I can't. That's why I stop myself sometimes. I'm like, fuck, I think I'm lying, but I just go with I can't afford it. I can't afford it right now. Sorry.
Yeah, I just like to always just make like silly jokes and stuff. Like, did you see my stream where I went to the ASU library?
Yeah, I recorded it.
Nice. Just like that, just like light, playful, and then after like my engagement was done and I got no more humor, I left and showed her she had no authority as I went deeper into the building.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing too, where that guy at AMPM, Alberto's Mix, I think it's Monica's now. He said mascara, and I was like, no habla, learn English. And then I just stayed back to the lady trying to take my breakfast burrito. And then he just ignored me. He just stopped talking to me. And I was like, that was it. It was like literally a 2-second engagement. The construction worker took it like up the ass. And then I was just like, yeah, breakfast burrito, sausage, please, thank you. And I was being polite. And the guy behind me was laughing his ass off the entire time. Even though he had a mask on, he was just like, dude, this guy is fucking hilarious. Like, he's like, leave me alone. I want a burrito. I want to go home. Like, that was it.
Right.
And he couldn't stop
If you
laughing.
fuck with me, I will rhetorically destroy you.
Even more because it was just like, okay, you've been in this country for 10 fucking years and you still don't know any English. Like, any. And you still trying to tell me what to do. Go ahead. But I'm trying to get a breakfast burrito. I'm going to say verde. That's the only Spanish I need to learn. I only know food language. Okay? Mi hambre on breakfast burrito. Sausage green verde. That's all I know. Okay? All right?
Well, and say it with that Mexican accent.
Verde. Breakfast burrito, verde, salsa. And then I leave. And then
Poco chorizo.
Poquito chorizo, muy caliente, muy magnifique. Searching the language.
Spanish perfectly when you're talking about food, but in any other situation, you don't know anything.
I'm like, donde está el baño? I don't know where. I need to take a massive shit, dude. Mascara? No, thank you, dude. That's weird. Oh
What is
man.
this manana you speak of?
Buenos nachos.
Gracias.
And that's the thing too, where because I only know when it comes to food Spanish pretty well, or not well, but good enough. She says, I give her 10, but she tells me 8.75 or something in Spanish, and I was like, what? And she's like, no, it's 8.75, but in Spanish, and I can't translate it. I was like, just tell me in English, please. That part. She's like, oh, it's.
Cento, cinco.
I don't know what you just said. So
Eight, seven, I'm finished, bitch. Continue with the story.
and I was like, just take the $10 bill. I give you 10. I don't know the change. Please say it in English. And then she's like, whatever the fucking change is. And I was like, all right, that sounds right. I just take it. And then again, the AFPM guy, he was like looking at me, but like he just ignored me because I think the construction worker translated to me, like to him, what I said. And I think he was just like, kind of like, dude, I don't want to talk to this guy. He knows too much. Everybody walked in with masks, and they're all construction workers. And I was like, dude, you guys don't have to wear the mask. Please, please. I know what you do. Please, stop. I don't know.
Dude, that almost makes you want to like get a construction job for a day, just so I can use that.
Yeah. Hey, what? Mascara, wear your mascara. And it's like, fuck you, I ain't a faggot. I'm not wearing that. I'm not a. My sister wears mascara.
I will wear a mask after you learn English.
How about this? Everybody in this block learns at least 100 words in English, and then and then I'll wear a mask. Until then.
This is America, and we speak American.
If I had to go 6 years in school learning English, you can do 6 days learning 100 words. All right?
It's called Duolingo, bro. It's an app now. It's not that hard to learn English.
You know that green little owl, which is probably Illuminati shit, but still, it could be worked. It can be worked into your life, and it's an app. And tells you, it gives you an email, and it says, "Hey, here's your XP for the week."
Yeah, they do that. You're right.
Yeah, the green little owl. What does green mean in Illuminati? Nothing. Money's green. Oh shit. And then duo, Two-Face. Owl. Two-Face owl. A two-faced owl.
So, green is toxic substances.
I think that's a
Duo
psyop, though.
is duology. So it's like light and dark, fucking with people's minds, and the owl Molech. Boom.
However, I do think green.
it,
I do think green is a psyop, like that poison. I think that's a psyop for sure. Because what else is green? Grass. Grass is good.
Well, yeah, the first thing I came up, well, the first thing that popped up was green, the color of life, renewal, nature, and energy, is associated with meanings of growth, harmony, freshness, safety, and fertility. And so it's like, if we're using a satanic app, I don't think that's the definition they're using. So I went to the next one, which, why is green a bad color? Poison.
Yeah, but I think that's still a psyop. Cause like,
Probably.
yeah, but fuck. See, that's the only reason. See, that's the only reason why I wear a mask. If it is poison. Because I was thinking this morning, I was like, someone I used to work with, they were like, because I barely lost my job. It took 4 months for them to send me a letter saying I got fired. But he was like, he texted me, he's like, fuck, what? He's like, was there any reason why you would wear a mask? And I was like, unless it's like, I'm in a room, like a gas mask. Sorry, I'm ready. I've had like 20 Mike Hard Lemonades, but he asked me when will you wear a mask? And I said, if there's something in the air that I can see and it's fucking my throat up and it's poison, I would wear a mask. And he said, explain. And I said, okay, so if like I'm in a chamber and I see toxic air where I can't see through it, right?
I would have used a wood shop, but go with your thing.
Yeah. No, that's another thing. A wood shop. I was like, if I'm like putting fiberglass up or some shit, and I don't want that in my lungs, I don't want to wear it. I would wear it. And he was like, okay, so what about? He's like, COVID is a deadly thing, and I was like, so something you can't see. I told him this because he's a Zoomer, so he's like 18, and I was like, okay, the only reason why you and I pointed at him, I was like, you would wear a mask is because you're gay and you don't want cum going in your mouth because you can see it shooting out. And he's like, and he starts laughing. Obviously, he's like, and he's like a really white dude, so he starts like turning red, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But he's like, obviously.
But like internally, he knew that you knew he squirted. He's like, oh no, he got me.
Yeah,
Let's laugh it off and pretend I'm not embarrassed.
I was like, he was like trying to joke around. I was like, when you squirt, you put on your mask so that you're like, and you don't want cum going in your mouth. And he's like, shut up. He's like trying to play it off like he doesn't squirt, but he fucking clearly does. And then I was like, and then there's like blood and shit. That would make sense why you would wear a mask, and smoke and sawdust and fiberglass and all this other shit. Because there's been times where hello,
Newfoundland bear.
Newfoundland bear, where it's like I'm a mechanic, so it's like I know when I need to wear a mask, just because I can actually physically see it with my eyeballs. I'm like, if it can get on my skin, and I can see it on my skin, I'm wearing a mask because that's gonna go in my lungs. Excuse me. That's when I wear a mask. But if I'm like, I told him, I was like, dude, it's like a ghost. It's literally the boogeyman, the cucuy. In Spanish, we call it the cucuy. Like when you turn off the lights in the hallway and you run down the hallway so you don't get caught by him.
I bet you still do that every night.
No, I'm not being belligerent. I cannot confirm or deny these actions.
I will hypothesize that your claim may or may not be nonsense.
Can you prove this claim, JapJap?
Can you show me your jurisdiction in which you claim to have viewership over me running from the cucuy?
Am I a man? Am I a man, JapJap? Am I a man?
Are you a man? Is that something you're claiming?
Are you claiming that I'm claiming that?
Well, see, I believe that... Dude, could you imagine how funny that conversation would be between two people trying to like, do that back and forth forever?
Oh my God. Hey, someone make a fucking video. Okay, a cop who's sovereign citizen, and he meets the sovereign citizen. It's just like a 45 fucking minutes, just like a cop and a sovereign citizen going back. Like, could it be that you're being under arrest? Could it be that you're abusing your power? Could it be that you have jurisdiction in this city? Could it be that this badge was indoctrinated by you by another person? Can you explain person? Oh God, I can already see it.
Prove to me your name on your badge is the same name in your wallet. Verify to me your proof of residence to patrol this city, kind sir.
And then like a normal like non-awoke fucking police officer is like, are you guys done? And then he accidentally comes into the conversation. He's like,
yes.
He's like, what are you guys doing? He's just like more questioning. Like, what are you guys doing? He's like, is this another officer who's trying to help you come out of these man-made person laws? And he's like, I don't understand what's going on.
And like the whole time, the sovereign citizen and the first cop are still going back and forth, and the second cop like is just asking questions and trying to interject, and like he's accidentally answering, thus making him the debtor. Like just the whole nine.
Yeah.
And then the second cop ends up getting arrested by the first cop for fucking up.
He's in handcuffs. He's in handcuffs, still with his badge, with an orange suit over, and he's like, I don't know how I got here. Can somebody explain? And the judge is trying to explain to him. He's like, are you a person? He's like, I don't know. God, that could work. That could work so well. Could it be?
Actually, I've got a list of jokes going for when I actually get the time to write them all out.
Oh, dude. Oh, did you write down the one I made last night? My limerick?
No, I didn't see that.
I think, no, was it last night or 2 nights ago? It was,
So
it was
now
with,
I've got
oh,
how to trap Krogan, pun control to Major Cod, and paraplegic Churia Law.
it was, the, not the limerick, but I think it was like it was on Trina, and he said something about, Solomon being, fuck, I'm a little, I've had a couple of mics. He said one of that lady was a single mom, and Solomon was the government.
Oh, Sheba.
Yeah, and I said a Jew blew a few, then the Jew flew. Fuck, does it say the chat?
I don't know.
Fuck, I wish I took a screenshot, but it was really good. I'll see if I can find it.
The Jew blew a few. I got that at least.
It was a Jew blew a few. The few flew. Fuck, it was. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I was like, that's one of those limericks you could write down.
I think I may have missed it, and I'll go back and see if I can find comments and shit.
That'd be
Polar Bear Viking or Polar Viking Gorilla. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, gorilla. Anyway, it changes. It changes. I really just talk about the mask all the time. I've been trying to get a cousin to go with me to church. She seems really interested in it. I went last week.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty fun, but there's not that many people that went. I've been doing my best to call every morning. I've been waking up at 6 every morning just to call, and I cannot get in because I really I've been talking to Jesse, and I was like, dude, I need to tell you, my mom tried to kill me when I forgave her, and he was like, what the hell? I was like, dude, I need to tell everybody else this so that they're not afraid, even though. I was like, dude, if my mom tried to kill me, that's the 1 in a trillion, I think, where it's like, your mom's not going to kill you. Just go up to her and forgive her. Not, whatever. But I've been trying to call, or doing my best to call. I'm trying to stop saying try. I live with all entrepreneurs, so they're like, don't say try, just do. So. And
How about you stop trying to squirt and just do not do that?
How about instead of not squirting, find a real life? And it's like, whoa, yeah, you're right, dude. That works. Anyway, how's your night, Jap?
It's good. Like, when I first got on, I was absolutely exhausted from all the shit I did today. And now there's more people on, so I can show you guys. Hey, good job. That's 500 Trump signs. I put those all together, and I've got another 500 left to do. And then there's like another 300 or 400 I did at the office today, plus a bunch of paperwork and stuff.
So how I guess not incorporated, but how involved are you in politics?
So I accidentally became the third officer of Students for Trump ASU because I was in a political class about a year ago, and I was just like completely fact-shaming the shit out of every retard liberal in the class. One of them was actually Marine, and we had like a 20-minute conversation that like actually bled into the beginning of the class, but the professor was just interested, so he wanted to hear my argument. and it was like the other Marine was taking the position, Courage Bear, welcome, welcome. The other Marine was taking the position of like, sodomy isn't that bad, bro. I was like, game on. And I just dumped and dumped and dumped. And by the end of it, like the whole class was like, except for the liberals, were like, yeah. And then when one of the other guys in my class saw that, he was like, dude, do you want to join our group? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Because I thought he was a cool dude. Not even asking what the group was. And he's like, all right, be here at this time and blah, blah. Said, all right, great. And they had this little table like for like voter registration. And I was like, guys, we got to get the energy up. This is fucking boring. And so I just started like catcalling, like, and like both guys and girls just like harassing, like not like harassing, but like, hey, how you doing? You with the skateboard? What's up, man? And just like random ridiculous shit. And then the next week, that's when I had my whole like Trump jersey, Trump shoes, like all Trump clothing. I painted my face Braveheart, and I brought my massive flag. And then I was acting even more ridiculous. And so they're like, dude, do you want to be the third officer? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And so I kind of accidentally got that. And then yesterday, I called a couple of people that I've met through like just doing these random events. And I was like, hey, let me do something. And they're like, yeah, sure, man, for sure. And because like they really like me. And so now I'm a volunteer. And like tomorrow I'm going canvassing, and then I guess there's some sort of like field trip to like Tucson and Flagstaff and all this other cool stuff. And then there's people are looking for to get me a paid position because everyone really likes me. So it's like, all right, we'll see.
Dang.
As long as I can continue to clown around and like just be awesome, yeah, you can pay me.
And the classes you're taking, is it for trying to get a bachelor's or anything like that? I'll be back.
Well, so I'm not currently in school. The first 2 semesters I was in school, I was a pre-med major. Then the next 2 semesters I was in school, I was a finance major. And then the last 2 semesters of school, I was a history major. And I don't want to pursue any of those careers anymore because, like, pre-med, I don't want to be a slave to, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt for a piece of paper. Finance is completely grabbled. And I was correcting most of my history teachers for most of the entire both semesters. So it's like...
You're like, Jesus was a historical figure. You know that, right?
Well, no, not even like... one of my teachers, he saw me reading this book written by Henry Ford.
It's backward. Hold on. The International... What the fuck?
Yeah, written by Henry Ford, the car guy. The International Jew, the world's foremost problem. Back in the day, in the 20s, he bought a paper, like a newspaper, called the Dearborn Independent, and how Owen is just calling out the grabblers in Hollywood and shit. He was just calling out the grabblers in the theaters. Like, literally the old school version of what Owen is doing right now. And so, like, I was just reading this book, and one of the SJW teachers, I raised my hand to ask a question because we were talking about, like, the causes of war. And I was like, well, what about the people that fund both sides of the war, like Nathan Rothschild? And he was like, no, we will not talk about that. And then it was a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. And so that was a Monday. The Wednesday, he came in and he's like, so I walked up to his desk. I was like, what's up, man? And he's like, did you get my email? I was like, no, why? He's like, we have a meeting. I was like, okay, when, bro? Like right after class, you have to be there. I was like, all right, man, whatever. And so I went to this meeting, and him and another like member of the faculty, they both showed up and they tried to shame me. And I was like, no, dude, here are the facts. And I just historically laid everything out. And then his initial response to me laying out facts was, well, we don't want to hear what you have to say. I was like, oh, okay. Grabbed my backpack and just walked out. And as I was leaving, he was just like, so he always called me PJ because like that's what I go by, even though technically my name is Philip. But in the meeting, he was like, Philip. And then as I was like walking away, he's like, Philip, you can't leave. I just didn't respond. And another teacher, I remember it was a history of World War II or something like that. And the teacher, older lady from the Czech Republic, and she was trying to say that like fascism and communism had nothing to do with each other. And the big fail on her part was the descripting characteristics of fascism was only like 2 PowerPoint slides away from the communism, and they were literally the exact same thing. But one was communist, one was fascist. And so it's like, teacher, the communist page and the fascist page look exactly alike. What's up with that? Just like little innocent things where it's like an obvious glaring truth.
Yeah.
And just like,
see, that's...
And one of my teachers, eventually she got to the point where before every single class, she'd be like, all right, PJ, here's what I'm talking about, this and this. Where are you going to argue? What do I have to defend? I was like, oh, well, here's what I'm going to say. And most of the time she would just like, unless it was specifically in the curriculum, she would do everything she could to sidestep it because she didn't want me to correct her again.
I think the only time I ever went to college too was like, dude, I went in before I was woke. So I remember going in for what was it? It was historical evidence or historical paintings.
Ooh.
And I went for photography. It was more like that. And but it's so I'm too intoxicated to remember, but I remember going in and I was like, you know what? I kind of just want to like make pictures of like, this is when I was into pop. You know what? I'm a little too plastered. It's going to go all over the place. But why are you going to school right now if you know how indoctrination goes in through that?
I'm not going to school right now. And the only reason why I'm considering taking a couple classes, just like random bullshit classes next semester, is because I still have more free money from the GI Bill.
Oh.
So a goal is to take like the least effort classes, like the most bullshit classes, but still like fulfill my requirements so I get more free money for another semester. Because then I can buy a homestead.
Nice.
That's what I'm thinking, like, honestly.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. I was like, maybe if I can get into Harvard and they just give me money and I'm just taking stuff that I'm like, hey, you know what? This will be fun just to take. Even if it's one fucking class for one semester, I'm down to do it. Even though I have like a fucking A&P and I'll be able to just take these 2 tests and I'm fucking out of here and I'll be working on airplanes, which I plan to work on an airship for Sir Owen Benjamin. Dude, oh, that's another thing. Dude, these computers are listening to us all the time. I literally got
of course.
Yeah, dude, I got an Instagram post from Instagram. The fucking search history, whatever the search bar, the little magnifying glass, and it was like, why airships are the most dangerous fucking machines, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. But I'm gonna look at this post, and it's like literally the most dangerous thing, and it's like a mechanic, the biggest balls on this guy. He's like the propeller's like this close to his fucking brain, and he's like, he's just like working on this machine, and I was like, that's me in 20 years. That's me in 2 months. That's me in 2 months where I'm like, I'm like,
that could never be me because I would just get an accidental haircut.
no, see, I'll be like, I needed to shave anyway. I needed that jarhead. Hey, Owen, bank it to the left a little. We're trying to see if this motor works. Dude, it's going to be, I can see it already. In 6 months to a year, we're going to have our own airships. I'm going to be working for Amazon. I'm going to don't tell nobody. Just don't tell nobody. I'm going to go into Amazon Prime, okay? I'm going to work on their airships. I'm going to learn as much as I can from their airships, okay? I'm going to fucking reconstruct an airship for Owen Benjamin. We're going to all work on it. We're going to fucking fly. We're going to learn the FAA codes. We're going to learn the FAA. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to learn the FAA airship regulations.
Dude, airspace regulations are intense.
I know, they're fucking annoying. They're stupid. Look up. But here's the thing. Okay, so I was looking up regulation. I think it's 43 or 93. There's so many of them. There's so many books. I think it's 43 or 93. If it falls under, hold on, let me get my fucking pineal gland. Experimental. You can look it up right now. I think it's 93, 63, or 43. Experimental aircraft, we don't need that many permits. I think it's 93.13.
Yeah, it's 93. Let's check 0.13. Reusable suborbital rockets.
No. It's
Licenses and permits, commercial space transportation.
just look up FAA.
Oh, and here we go. Experimental airworthiness certificates.
That one. I'm telling you, I took 15 months of A&P mechanical. This is why we don't work drunk. 12 hours between bottle to throttle. That's what the legalities are.
Interesting.
Now, since it's read it.
However, aircraft of military design, built independently by manufacturers and not having military identification, are required to obtain FAA registration and experimental airworthiness certificate because such aircraft are considered civil aircraft.
And guess what we are?
Civilians.
Bro, 15 I'm
Got here we go. Eligibility.
You need at least a pilot license, I believe.
Well, you have to the aircraft must be registered and the applicant must satisfy one or more purposes stated in FAR 21 TAC 191. So, what is FAR 21 TAC 191? Experimental certificate. Yeah, dude, this, I think we're about to dive into a rabbit hole.
No, but it's a very short one. You can't see it, but I'm crip walking.
I'm sure you are.
Hold on.
Do you have an additional witness to verify your claim?
You?
See, I cannot see the bottom half of my screen, which means that I am still
You
ignorant.
son of a bitch! Trainer! If you're in here, Trainer! Anyway, but this is 15 months of me training for it. Hold on, I'll be back.
I'll be back. Oh, Bajo, Alaire Bear is a witness. So is Trainer Bear, but Trainer Bear says that it's the worst crip walk ever.
Well, I'm like 30 fucking mics in, so tell Trainer to suck. Anyway.
Well, see, you claim. Wait, what's up?
This is airframe, right?
Mm-hmm.
1,000 questions. I got to remember. I'll see you in... I plan to finish this one in October. And then I got to do power plant. I'll see you in November. And then I got to do practicum oral. And I'm going to be on the airship, and I'm going to see you, JapJap, walk up at the Empire State Building. I'm going to go, welcome. Wow. Dude, I'm going to be the chief air. I can already see it. I'm going to be pressed up and be like, yo, sorry, no gammas. You got to dip, bro. All right? All right, you fucking, you signed a contract saying that if I think you're a gamma, you get thrown off the fucking Empire State Building, all right? And guess what, baby?
Brianna, welcome. Question 1. Why would I ever go to New York, much less this Empire State Building? Got you there, bro.
To
Yeah.
get on Big
What you
Bear's
got?
airship.
So why would Big Bear's airship ever be anywhere near that metropolitan area? All right, so
To
Brianna, right now he's trying to convince me that he's going to build an airship and then not let me on,
Crip.
and then call me names.
Yeah, whatever. Me and Owen Benjamin are gonna be crip walking on top of you.
Is that even plausible? I'm not a flat surface.
Oh, dude, I was looking up the construction of airships. Guess what's gonna be on there? The best, the most beautiful grand piano. 97 people can be on the airship plus crew with a dance hall. We're gonna be listening to the most beautiful music by Owen Benjamin. Thank you very much. And I'll be working on the propellers on the I forget what they call it, but I'll be outside at 30 degrees Celsius, 20,000 feet up, working on the engines, making sure nobody dies.
Working on the turbines? Is that the word you were looking for?
You fucking retarded motherfucker. They're called reciprocals, all right? I didn't go 15 fucking months.
Now he knows the word.
I didn't go 15 fucking months. I didn't go 15 fucking months. 6 months of it, which was under Corona quarantine. And I'm not learning 1,000 fucking questions to fucking pass 100 questions. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, my trunk comes out.
After I drink all the beer, then my inner Trump comes out. And I become the Orange Man.
It's going to be great, JapJap. It's going to be great. Anyway. So I know a Marine who went to Salt Lake City. Tell me your experiences in the Marines.
Which ones? Like the silly ones, the absurd ones, the parties, the debauchery, the training, the friends.
How about
the
this?
combat.
How about this? I got a question for you. What would you tell past JapJap what this future JapJap knows?
Chicago Bear, welcome, welcome.
How you doing, sir?
That's not what I would I would probably tell younger JapJap Bear to still join the military, but not fuck up and drink so much, because then I would have gone special forces, and then it would have been way cooler.
So what did
Or
you were demolitions, right?
no, I was a radio operator, but I deployed as a scout observer, so my job was like, artillery, the bad guys are XYZ. Here's how you kill them. Here's what round you should use. And here's the timing in which you should kill the bad guys. Or aircraft, or mortars, or medevac, somebody got a boo-boo.
You know what I was thinking? I was like, me, you, Bell, Nick, and Trina, we're like the, we're like, if we were the military, we'd be that one. Have you played this video game back in like 2004? It was Bad Company.
I've heard of it, never played it.
Okay, so it's like Bad Company was like the group that nobody wanted to be, and if they were, it was like like one went AWOL, one like stole a helicopter, one like fucked up a tank and like didn't put the e-brake on or some shit, and it like fell off a cliff.
That would have been Trader Bear. You would have stolen the helicopter.
I was like, I'm certified, I swear, by the FAA. I can work on helicopters. I had to make sure.
Bro, I already flew the helicopter. Obviously, I can fly it. Just give me a damn license.
I put the fucking rotor on. I thought it would work. Dude, by the way, look up Jesus Bolt. This is like a bolt this fucking big. Nah, it's probably bigger. And it holds the 4 fucking propellers that fucking hold the helicopter. And if that fucking bolt flies off, you're praying to Jesus. Anyway,
right?
I had to make sure that worked before I fucking flew it. Anyway, I feel like me, you, Nick, Trina, and Bell Reaver, we're like the fucking bad company of the Bears. we're like we kind of do. Hey, look, we're really great deltas. We fuck up sometimes. I swear we're not gamma. We do our best.
It's not my fault the whole tank fell into the river. They should have designed the brake system better. Jesus.
From Warbear. Can't you see my laminated car that I used the Canon printer on? Okay? It took me 24 hours in the middle of the fucking African desert, okay? It's hard to find one of those.
No, the card is not still warm because I just got it out of the printer. I swear it's 6 years old.
I swear, I was in the desert. That's why it was in my pocket and it was melting. Anyway. One day, when I get my license, that's going to be me. That right there.
Are you sure? He has more hair than you.
It switched. So he has hair up here, but none right here. So 2020.
He also looks taller than you.
Well, yeah, he's white. He's European. And oh, by the way, whoever said Mike season beer, yeah, I know, but it's fucking me up. So.
Well, yeah, because 10 minutes ago, or 20 minutes ago, you said you were 20 deep, and then we watched you drink one more, and now you're 30 deep. Oh, guys, he's about to go 40 deep. Oh, no! Oh, are you trying to provide witnesses to your claim of your great drinking ability?
Maybe.
And now, wait, oh, you're back.
Yeah, for some reason, if it doesn't see me move. Fucking Apple, dude. I fucking hate it. I can hear the chatter of bottles move. Hey, JapJap, can you give me a time?
Time on deck is 2057.
250. What?
2057.
Okay, 20 minus 12, that's 8. 57.
There you go.
So that's this one. Anyway, I guess we got 2 minutes probably because you started at 1900 hours. I know military. I got to learn it for the FAA.
Well, so if my Instagram stream can go 1 hour and is now 2057, do you really think I started at 1900?
Oh my God. Can I phone a friend? Can I phone a friend?
You put a friend.
Okay, Jack, I'm gonna phone JapJap. JapJap, did you start at 1900 hours?
Hey, Bajo, what's up? This is JapJap. What's up, man?
Hey, I was just asking, for $1 million, did you start at 1900 exactly?
So, do I get some of this money myself, or what?
You know what? I'll give you a nice high five and $100.
Double or nothing.
$200. Fuck yeah, for sure.
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, can you phone? Yeah, oh, you have to hang up and then call me. And then I'll ask.
No, dude, 3-way calling. It's all good.
Fuck, dude, my last mic. Did you start at 1900 or not? Hold on,
So I started at 2000, bro.
Huh?
I started at 2000.
2000. So you have what? 30 seconds.
Oh shit! Yeah, 33 seconds exactly. Illuminati confirmed.
All right. Well, let what's his face? Handy Adam.
Andy Adam there.
Beautiful man. 75 and he looks 32. I really thought he was like 30. That's insane. Handy Adam. Genial! Call him, text him.
10 seconds left.
I love
We'll be
all
right
of you.
back.
I love all of you. I'm gonna drink this one before the clip ends.